Okay, here we go. I'm playing against Kratos this game. I've got Zaritha Shaman or Google Shaman. He is playing a rogue with a poach. So here's my hand. Here's poach. Pay 1, look at target player's hand, and choose an ability, ally, or equipment with cost 4 or less. He discards that card. So it's if you play Magic, it's similar to Inquisition of Thoughtseize. If you play Hearthstone, well, get used to cards like this. Discard spells are a really powerful way to interact with cards before they actually enter the battlefield. Yeah, so Kratos, my deck is built around this search card. It's one of my better cards in my deck. The shield is going to heal a lot. It always does. And then this guy gets me a body and card advantage, so choice is up to you. Here's our hand. We've got this dude's a 4-drop 3/3 protector who draws a card when he comes into play. He can also, if he stays alive, occasionally he can draw some more cards from your other allies. This shield heals 2 for every 5 damage you have. He took the shield. Alright, shield is in the discard. I'll just leave my hand over there so he can see it. Actually, I'd like to, but oh, turns are not on. It's kind of annoying doing that, so I'm just going to put this back in my hand. Okay, let's draw for the turn. Yeah, normally you play Eye of the Storm first. But I think I'm just going to play Question of Gluttony, and then it actually costs 1 since my opponent discarded from me. I will just pass. Doesn't have to cost 1. I can do it on my next turn, but... In fact, that might even be the play, because if I don't draw a 2-drop... Let's see, I'll go up to 7, up to 8, and then play resource, go down to 7. So I don't have to complete it. I think I'm just going to leave it there then. Maybe it was correct to play Eye of the Storm. I'm not really sure. That was fast. Yeah, this deck's kind of control-y, so sometimes I tap, but it's turn 1 too. A lot of decks don't have a turn 1 play. Opponent's playing Vorix. Here's his flip. It's pay 3, and every time he would deal melee, it deals that much plus 1 instead. But the damage becomes nature. It's every time he would deal melee damage, now it's plus 1 in nature. So pretty much anytime he would actually attack with his hero, or if he's using a melee weapon, or he's using one of the mini rogue abilities that does melee damage. Opponent's playing this quest, Swift Discipline. Pay 1, put a boar in your opponent's side of the board. It's a 1/1 token. And opponent gets to draw 1. It's going to play Millennium Blade. Okay. That one gets really good later on. Yeah, so I'm not going to draw. Let's just... No, I'm not going to complete this quest. Let's go ahead and draw first. Yeah, we pretty much don't have a play here. So I'll just play Eye of the Storm, go. This way I can keep up Wind Shear and Chain Purge mana. Don't think I'll need that, but it's there if I do. And we can also complete Question of Gluttony for 1. I get that it's more ideal to have just completed it while we had 7 cards in hand. But my opponent also has discard spells. Like, maybe I don't want to draw. What if my best card's on top of the deck? I may not want to draw that into my hand. Perdition's Blade. This costs 2. When it comes into play, you can ping someone for 1. I will take 1. Take 1. Now this thing, instead of being a 1-cost strike for 1 damage, is a 0-cost strike for 2 damage. Yeah, so Millennium Blade strikes for free now and swings for 2. If you want to swing with both weapons, yeah, there you go. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. And my 5. End your turn. I'm going to complete Question of Gluttony for 1. Hey, look. It's our best card in the deck. If our opponent did discard there, I mean, this guy's a little expensive. I don't know that he would have been useful. But it's still funny. But I mean, it's not really that funny, is it? If you're laughing, just calm down. Okay, 3 mana. We can play Adam, and then that'll put a counter on here. We can use that counter to bounce Adam off. I really don't want to play Mikhail. He'll just die. I mean, he'll shoot my opponent for 2, yay, but he'll die immediately. So I feel like I'll use him later on to probably draw with Tuskar Kite because he's cheap. So we're just going to play Adam, and we'll tell our opponent how that trigger works, because he may not understand that. Hey Kratos, let me explain this guy. He's very, very hard to get rid of. So the Eye of the Storm has honor counters, so at any time, at instant speed, I can just remove a counter, remove him. It basically exiles or removes him from the game, and he comes back at the start of the next turn. So if you try to run into him with your daggers on your turn, I can just take off this one counter and flicker him out, and he'll come back into play at the start of my turn. He won't be able to attack because you have to be in play before the start of the turn to be able to attack. But still, he's just very difficult to get rid of. You have to kind of make sure I have no honor counters on my card to try and play around that. Yeah, it's got a lot of text, but hey, he's good for a reason. Yeah, take your time.